Yolan Trun, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to one of the final episodes of our A to Z officer series. Well, it is the final episode in the A to C perspective. I have to make more videos in the future after I got some officers I still don't have, but he's the last one of the normal order, so to speak. And that is another uncommon officer, and that is Zhou. But still, we need to look at the basics. He's class command, which means you need command badges to upgrade him. He's from the group section 31. That means he can get synergy from others of that group if they're on the bridge with him when he's captain, or he can give a captain of that group synergy if he's on the bridge. And he's from the faction Federation. That means that you need Federation faction credits to upgrade him. And as you can see, there's always a text about the officers in the info box, but in this case, it's quite clear that he's not a very famous officer from any series or TV show, but still, you might have read this part as well. As you already could hear, he does have a captain maneuver and an officer ability. The captain maneuver is fresh perspectives. Port Zhou increases the defense of all officers on the bridge of the ship by 15%. That's a nice trait if you have him very early. It's possible to have him very early, and so in the very beginning of the game, when you are still very low on officers and have no complete crews together and stuff, then it might be interesting to use him to raise your defense when you die too early, so to speak. And in the same direction goes his officer ability. That's the upper hand. As long as the ship has morale, Paul Zhou increases the shield deflection, armor, and dodge of the ship by 300% of the crew's defense. So you might want to combine him with some officer. Let's say you were lucky and got Kirk, but you didn't get Bones and Spock at the same time because it was a lucky pull or something that happens. Then you can put Zhou on the bridge with him. It's not synergy, but Zhou gets a lot of boost from the morale from Kirk, and so you have always to see what combinations you have in the end. That's why it's always so hard to answer questions. When I do crew videos, I always do the crew that works best. And people often ask, yeah, but I don't have them, what I do then? It's not possible to tell everybody the combinations they can use with the officers they have, because it's totally different for everybody, what officers they get at what point of time. And so you will have to be a little bit flexible with having a look what makes sense to combine if you don't have these crews. We'll talk about one of the crews in this batch of filming as well, my G6 hostile crew, which will be a little throwback in time to level 38 with a twist. But there is the flexibility. I do testing a lot as well, and that's with newer officers here as well. And because of the testing, I found out which is the best for me in that case, and I will present it to you as well. As an uncommon officer, he does have one trait for away team assignments, and that's spy, and that is what I'm using most of the time. Because there are not so many spies, there are a few but not so many, and I don't need Zhou anywhere else, so I use his away team trait and send him out to the away team assignments when they need a spy. That's what I do. But of course you also want to know how to get him, and for this we can go to the normal recruit section that is always filling up. You can find him in the premium recruit section. That is not as overcrowded as the ultra one, but here Zhou is in, and so you have a chance of getting him here. Then he's also in one section that I'm usually not using, and that's the Elite Federation recruit section. No, he was up there. But because the tokens, first of all, you need a certain reputation with the Federation to get them. And if they are in the Federation faction shop, they are quite expensive. And so I never buy them. I got a few from missions, but I don't buy them. But if you decide to do that, you can get more officers here, especially the original series ones and so on. And we are closing into the end of the arc. When I'm filming this, we are still in the arc, But very soon, I guess we will have Crucible of War again. And then in the recruit section, depending on your ops level, there will be 1 or 2 recruits as well, or recruitments as well, for Crucible of War. And Zhou is in there as well. So that's your third option of getting him. Of course, I would like to know from you what you think about this officer. How have you used him in the past? If you did, and how are you using him now? Are you also just sending him out to away team assignments? I'm quite curious about that. Please write it in the comments below the video and on Discord. And I'll see you in the next video. And that is right here, because I'll be back despite the cold.